Good evening, Jessica Harmson with ABC News. Thousands of Riverland properties are now at risk from rising River Murray levels. A new peak water level is forecast and the high water flows are expected to arrive earlier and stay longer. Patients in Renmark Hospital and Aged Care Home are of the first concern.
This is what the river looks like at about 100 gigalitres flow a day. When it rises by another 10 to 20 gigalitres, ferries will be closed. Renmark's hospital and aged care homes will also need to be evacuated well before the peak hits.
Initially, the planned relocation was planned for when the flood levels reached the foot of the levee. A reassessment has now been undertaken. I'd anticipate it would probably initiate somewhere around the 130 gigalitres a day level.
More than 3,500 properties could now be inundated with the peak flow revised upwards to 165 gigalitres a day.
From shacks to dwellings in non-shack areas to farming and production facilities to industrial sheds.
But the water level could get as high as 220.
Not surprising when you look at what's happening interstate, as well as the dams releasing water.
Low-lying roads and wastewater treatment facilities are also tipped to go under, and evacuation plans for residents are underway.
There's no septic, there's no water for showering because all the drains are cut off. And that's a concern. How do people still function for the next few months while there's high waters?
But authorities aren't entirely sure how many people actually live and not just holiday in the most at-risk areas.
Data's not held by local councils or state government authorities.
Levees urgently being built across the region vary in how much water they can withhold.
Some of the water is moving faster than previously anticipated, that it will probably get over 150 in late November.
The latest modelling is based on the water currently in the system, but up to 100 millimetres more rain is forecast over the Murray-Darling Basin in the next week, which could change the predicted flood levels again. Claire Campbell, ABC News, Adelaide.
A child protection expert is calling on the state government to invest more in supporting vulnerable families before children end up in the child protection system. One of two new reports shows SA's spending on early intervention is the lowest in the country, and the vast majority of the department's budget is going to out-of-home care.